Okay, guys, we are going to be learning about 5.g.1, or sorry, 4. And this one actually has multiple components here, but you're going to need a sheet of paper, and we're going to be taking some notes in order for you to be able to answer that. So on your sheet of paper, I'm going to turn my paper horizontally because it makes it easier for us to do this. You're going to need to learn this classification. You're going to need to learn this because you're going to want to use this on our brain dump when we do our boot camp for our EOG. So what you're going to do right now is on your paper, we are going to be talking about classifications and hierarchy of polygons. And so on your paper, you're going to write polygons. Now, the definition of a polygon is anything with at least 3 sides. So I'm going to write definition here as 3 sides. Okay. And when we look at polygons, we want to break it into different categories. We're going to start, we have 3 different categories. We're going to start over here, and we are going to work with our quadrilaterals. And quadrilaterals, the key word for quadrilaterals is quad. Quad means 4. So this is a 4-sided figure. Okay. Under quadrilaterals, they are continuing to break it down even smaller. And we are going to break it down into 2 different separate parts. In a quadrilateral, you can have a parallelogram. And you can have a trapezoid. Now I'm going to draw a picture of a parallelogram here for you. And a parallelogram means you have 2 parallel sides. So I have this one that's parallel to this one, and this one here is parallel to this one. Now those hash marks mean if it only has 1 there, those 2 are parallel. If it has 2, these 2 are parallel. Okay? So one quadrilateral is a parallelogram. The next one over here is a trapezoid. And the reason it's broken into the quadrilateral here is because your trapezoid has 4 sides. So it's still under a quadrilateral. It still has 4 sides. However, there's only one that are parallel. Now under your parallelogram, however, you have, once again, it branches off into 2 more things. And what I like to say is these are the parents to the one you're going to see. You're going to see a rhombus, and you're going to see a rectangle. Okay. I'm going to draw my rectangle. Okay. My rectangle has to have 4 right angles. So we have 4 right angles. Okay. And your rhombus, which kind of looks like a kite, your rhombus has 4 equal sides. Now your angles might not be 90 degrees, but it has 4 equal sides. Okay. And then how I teach this is rhombus is Rebecca, rectangles Ronald or Ryan or whoever you want to call it. These are the parents. This one, these 2 have to come together to make your last one under quadrilateral. And what you're going to have under that is Rebecca, or the rhombus, is giving it's all equal sides. Your rectangle is giving you your all equal, your 4 right angles. So your last quadrilateral is going to be your square. And it inherits traits from both parents, as we've talked about genetics in a sense. It inherits the 4 right angles, and it inherits the 4 equal sides. So, as I like to tell you, Rebecca is your mom, she's your rhombus, and Robert or Ryan or whoever you want to call with another R is your dad. And when they have their child, they have the square, Sally the square, or Susan or Scott or whatever you want to call them. But they have to inherit, just like we've been talking about in genetics. They have to inherit stuff. So he's getting his angles from his dad, and he or she's getting it from their sides from their mom. Okay, so that is the quadrilateral side. When I look at, I'm going to come over here to this side right over here. And if this is my four-sided objects, I'm going to have ones with five-sided objects or even more. So this one's going to be more. These are going to be more than four sides. Okay. And we start off with our pentagon. And a pentagon has, I'm going to write 5 next to it, 5 sides. Now, these don't have little like branches that they lead down into their things because these aren't connected. All of your quadrilaterals are connected here, but these over here are not connected. Your 6-sided figure is going to be your hexagon. Your 7-sided figure is going to be your heptagon. Your 8-sided figure, yep, you should know this one, is an octagon. Your 9-sided figure is going to be your nonagon. And your 10-sided figure is going to be a decagon. Now, the nice thing about this is in 5th grade, you do not really need to know. The ones you really need to focus on are your pentagon, your hexagon, and your octagon. So in 5th grade, you are only responsible for your pentagon, your hexagon, and your octagon. The rest of them, you will be learning them when you get to geometry in 10th grade. But I want to show you how all of them have gone in them. If you notice, all of them have gone in them because they're all polygons. Because remember, a polygon is anything with at least 3 sides. Well, these have more than 3 sides, so they're all polygons. Okay, the last one in the middle. If we have 4 sides and more than 4 sides, we have to do the ones with the 3 sides. So we are going to do with our triangles. Okay, and our triangles, you should have talked about triangles in 4th grade. There are 3 different types of triangles. You have an equilateral, you have a scalene, and you have a right, and you have an isosceles. They all have different names. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our right triangle. Sorry, I'm thinking. We're going to start off with our right triangle. So this is our right triangle. Now it also has another name, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But let's start off with our right, acute, and obtuse. So we're going to do a right angle. Let's do our obtuse. And then you have your acute. Cute. Now, another name that you're going to see associated with these, besides right, obtuse, and acute, you're also going to see isosceles, scalene, and equilateral. And your acute triangle right here, guess what? All the sides are going to be the same. So it's also, your acute is also going to be your equilateral. UAL. So your acute triangle is also going to be your equilateral. Meaning all sides are the same. Your scalene is going to be your obtuse here because none of the sides are the same. So as you see, I pushed the dash marks in here. That means that this side, they're all different sides. So this is going to be your scalene triangle. No sides are the same. And then your right triangle is going to have two sides that are the same. This one's going to be completely different. And this is going to be your isosceles.